All right, and welcome back. Thank you all for your patience. My name is Matt Williamson. Once again, you are watching Marietta College Esports. So we have another League of Legends match for you. I know that last one was really exciting, going up against Grace College, but congratulations to the Pioneers taking it 2-1. Now they're going to see how they play against Waubonsee Community College. I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So let's take a quick look at the roster. Just as a reminder, if you don't remember who's on the League of Legends team, once again, we have senior Aaron Nee, MC Microstratiata. We have at the jungler, Kyler Wheeler-Raylick. In the mid lane, we have sophomore Leah Wietzikowski, Muki12345. At AD carry, we have senior Ian Darnley Brimstone Bro. And at support, we have freshman Bethany Holstein Maxby101. And we have our coach, Drake Newsom. All right, everyone is in the lobby. So I'm making sure I have everything set up on my end. This is going to be the last regular season match for CLAW, if I'm right. 6 weeks. This is week 6 for CLAW. So we are approaching the end, but the Pioneers do plan on participating in the Teemo Cup, which will be in a few weeks. But anyway, I'm going to let them know that I'm ready. I'm just going to make sure to get audio and everything here all set up. So that way, because I think both teams are just about ready. Looks like Marietta is going to be on the blue side, and Waubonsee will be on the red side. Okay. So just letting team know that I'm ready for whenever they're ready to get started. So we may be ready in a matter of seconds here. I think everything is adjusted. Do a quick refresh here. Make sure everything is good. Looks like everyone is ready. Yeah, so Marietta is ready, and so once I think Waubonsee has lobby control. So once they get started, we will get this game underway. Probably should make sure I have audio set up, and I'll try to remember to get the predictions up and running as well. I'll also give a chance for those predictions. It looks like Waubonsee just needs a few more minutes, just getting prepped up and ready for the match. So just hang tight, folks. We're almost there. Yeah, we're almost. So as soon as everyone is back, we will get this underway. I think everyone's just having fun with emotes in the lobby chat while we're waiting. So yeah, we should be starting any second now. Okay, I think Waubonsee is ready. I think Marietta is ready. I'm ready. So let's get this game underway. And here we go, folks. This time we actually get to see Champion Select, because watching it live, Volibear is going to be banned by Marietta, so no Volibear. Yes, we're calling the match with Grace. They played earlier, so we recorded the game. No Hecarim, which makes sense. Raylick has been playing a lot of Hecarim. But yeah, since with the match with Grace College, that was pre-recorded. Technically, we got the Raffle files and then we put those up so you can check it out. But with those, we couldn't see Champion Select. Now we actually get to see Champion Select. We're going to see the Udyr being banned, so a lot of focusing on the jungler at this point. I would expect Waubonsee to maybe try to limit Raylick's champion pool, but we'll see with their next ban. Fine. Oh no, they're actually going to take away the Senna for Brimstone. I know Brimstone likes to play the Senna, has some really good games on her, so Waubonsee is saying, nope, not going to see that. And we're going to see the Yone being banned for the mid lane, so Pathor will not be able to play him. He's definitely one of those annoying champions to go up against. And we're going to see that Seraphine being taken out. Marietta likes to flex the Seraphine. but not this time. So that may change Marietta's strategy, because it's usually to flex the Seraphine. But what will they do this time around? And they're going to go straight for the Lilia, which, I mean, Relic's been playing Lilia a lot today, so shouldn't be too surprised by that. So what will Waubonsee go with? They only got 1 second left, and they're going to go straight for the Kai'Sa. Very interesting choice. She is pretty powerful, but I just find it interesting that they just decide to prior pick her. That's going to give Brimstone a chance to choose what he wants to counter. See what their next pick is going to be. And it's going to be a Morgana. I haven't seen Morgana in a while. So that's probably a Morgana support. I've seen her mid a couple times, but not that much. Alright, so Waubonsee is just going to take their bot lane. Marietta has a chance to choose their bot lane. I'm going to go with the Jhin and the Nautilus to counter that. Okay. Now we'll see what Waubonsee wants to go with next. Did they really just pick Annie? Okay. I mean, I guess if you're a one-trick Annie, but she's not that strong. But we'll see. Interesting pick. I mean, so a couple of flex options here. It could be a Morgana mid or an Annie mid, or both could be played at supports. Meanwhile, we're seeing some targeting in the top lane, so no Shen, no Gnar. No Galio, but... No Galio. Marietta doesn't play a lot of Galio. Alright, guess they don't want Galio. And Marietta's going to take out the Cho'Gath for the top lane. We'll see what the next pick will be for Waubonsee. Looks like they're going to go with a Trundle in the top lane. Or actually, no, that could... Maybe it's a jungle? Jungle Trundle? I've seen that a couple times. But, okay, yeah, this is a very unique composition. I haven't really seen this a whole lot. So Niki's like, you know what? I'm just going to bring out the Ahri. You didn't ban it. I'm going to play it. And she probably feels comfortable with the Ahri regardless of whether they put Morgana or Annie at mid. And now Lyco's going to choose what he wants to go up in the top lane blind. Wait, Renekton is still up. And there's the Renekton. So now we're going to see what that last pick will be for Waubonsee. And it's going to be an Aatrox in the top lane. Alright, let's see if we can figure out who's going where. So it looks like it's going to be an Annie mid with a Morgana support, which I guess that works. We haven't seen any support in a couple seasons ago, but it's just still an interesting choice to play the Annie. But all right, so we have our comps here. So just by looking at it, I mean, these are all champions that I know Marietta feels very comfortable with. Lyco played the Renekton quite a few times earlier today. Relic's been playing Lilia all day long. Yuki's a one-trick Ahri. Brimstone feels comfortable with Jhin, and Maxi has had some really good plays with the Nautilus before. So overall, I think this is a good composition for Marietta. The composition from Waubonsee is just very interesting. Like, further research is required for this. So let's take a look and see if we can get some intel. So the thing with this, actually, so Pathdoor, from what I'm seeing here, is prime. Well, he's been playing a lot of jungle lately, but also is mostly mid. I just haven't really seen a lot of the Annie from him. No, actually, in season 2020, looks like it's the third highest pick. So yeah, playing like 25 games or so on the Annie. But I'm surprised to go with something like Yasuo mid or Aurelia mid instead. Oh no, we'll have to see how this goes. I just find it really weird. That's just me. Okay, so as a reminder, while we're waiting, just take a quick reminder of the schedule. So earlier today, our Overwatch did fall to Muskingum 0-3. Had some really good plays, but Muskingum just pretty much outplayed during team fights. We saw the 2-1 victory with Marietta over Grace College. Now we're watching the CLOL match against Waubonsee. And then tonight, our Rainbow of 16 will be going up against the Ohio Northern, their JV team. So that'll be around 8 o'clock. So after this match, depending on how long this game goes, we may be going straight into our Rainbow Six match, or at least take a small break to prepare for it. But yeah, so we do have that coming up. Anyway, so now we're getting the spectator time down. So we should be getting into this first game real soon. I'm going to make sure I get overlays and everything set up here. So just letting everything load. And then once everything is set up, I will get the game to you. So just give me a second as we wait for game to load up. All right, so I think we have pretty much everything good. So let me get the overlays. All right, here we go. We're just waiting for the champions to actually load into the game. Yeah, I don't think I hit the pause button, did I? Maybe I did. There we go. I accidentally hit the pause button. That's totally on me. But okay, everyone's starting to load now. So, Marietta College versus Waubonsee Community College. Marietta will be on the blue side Waubonsee will be on the red side. You're seeing all sorts of things coming out by Waubonsee. It looks like a standard 5 points. But I think the really interesting matchup here, for me at least, is going to be the Ari versus the Annie. So that's the one that we should definitely be looking out for.
30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
Okay, everyone's starting to converge to their junglers. Marietta will take their red side buff. Waubonsee will take blue side buff. We're already seeing some training going on in the top lane. And we're seeing that Annie's getting an early CS lead over Yuki. So very interesting. Putting in some deep vision. But here comes Red looking for a possible engage. Spell Shield's going to come out to protect the Kai'Sa. We're seeing a charm by the Ari onto Annie, putting some damage on, and Red's going to get first blood. So a great start there by Marietta. And that's going to give Yuki a chance to get a little ahead in CS, cause the wave to crash, and Pathway's going to have to burn his teleport to get back into lane. Meanwhile, we may see another engage in the jungle. The charm does not connect, but it's going to force the flash from the Trundle to get away. See Trundle over at the bot side jungle. Release bot side river, taking Scuttle Crab. And looks like just clearing out some vision. see a lot of trading going on in the top lane. Yeah, Kairos is definitely trying to deny CS for Lyco, but starting to even things out. Now we're seeing possible engage onto Trundle. His flash is still down. And it's going to get charmed. Pops the ice to try to slow, but Relic is going to take him down. So that's another kill for Marietta. Maxi's come there to help protect. And this may give an opportunity to work on the Mountain Drake. And it's exactly what they're going to do. Marietta secures the Mountain Drake and the Scuttle Crab. So right now we're about 7 minutes into the game and Marietta is up by about 1.4k gold, which is exactly what the Pioneers want. You get an early game lead and should be able to close it out within 20-25 minutes. It's just a matter of keeping up on the aggression. We do see that Kairos Aatrox is putting some deep vision into Marietta's jungle, trying to spot out wherever Relic is. We're seeing Brimstone, he's getting poked down quite a bit. And Yuki tries to pop the teleport, gets stunned in the process, but uses the charm. Relic's going to go for the engage in the bot lane. It's going to get poked down pretty hard too. So lots of damage is going back and forth. And most of the Pioneers are very low on health. They're going to have to be super careful here. In fact, Lyco in the top lane has to pop his ulti to just stay alive. He's going to have to back away. And this is going to give Waubonsee a chance to go for the Rift Herald. They should be able to secure it without any problems. Brimstone's got to be very careful. He's dangerous. He still has his heal, but that's about all he's got. So Maxi there trying to body block damage. And Brimstone getting rooted. A great hook there by Maxi to try to keep him alive. Takes a turret hit. And Relic is there and going to get punished. Morgana's going to have to flash away. But yeah, that was clutch. That hook right there saved Brimstone's life. And the hook almost connects to Morgana, and the root there does not. And dead. So Relic starting off 4-0-0. 62 gold over Oblivion's 47. Oh, CS, sorry, not gold. And it's just a good start there for Relic. And great situational awareness by Lyco to spot that Oblivion was moving up there. Rift Herald is going to be used to push onto the tower. He's probably going to have to retreat. Or maybe try to clear some minions. They try to clear the minions, take down the Rift Herald. Meanwhile, Oblivion's going to be working on taking away Relic's jungle to prevent it from doing anything. And now Lyco's going to be looking around trying to see what Oblivion is doing. He knows he's in the jungle, and I think he's going to get caught. Is going to burn the flash, but Relic's going to be like, that's my blue buff. Not your blue buff, my blue buff. We see the Annie ult coming out, but Yuki's going to try to go for the charm. Does not connect. Uses the ult to dash in. So Tibbers not getting a lot of value there. To be fair, Relic is low in health, but he's not dead. Colonel Drake's going to be up in 50 seconds. And Marietta has that area pretty heavily warded. There is one control ward by Waubonsee. But Marietta does have some good vision to see if Waubonsee goes for that Drake. Right now, Marietta is still ahead in gold, but that's basically because of the kills. Now see Curtain Call coming out. And Maria's got to retreat. Oblivion is looking for the re-engage. But here comes Rail. The hook does not connect. Okay, I was going to say, Marietta is still up by about 1,700 gold. And that's mostly because of the kills. Because Waubonsee is actually ahead on CS in all the lanes. But Marietta will start on the Infernal Drake. And they should be able to secure this without too much problem. Yeah, so 2 Drake buffs is going to be, yeah, exactly what Marietta wants right now. Looks like we're going to get Cloud Drake for the remainder of the game. Not ideal, but got to work with what you have. Okay, so now we're at 13 minutes into the game. Maria's just working on trying to expand the gold lead, looking for the next objective. And that objective may be trying to take down Annie. Tibbers is going to come out, and Rayleigh's going to get the kill onto Annie. So Rayleigh is hard carrying this game right now. 105 CS over 69. 500. If we look at his gold count, he's already at 5,800 gold. Substantially higher than everyone else in the game. And we saw there Oblivion trying to make a play, but Lyco was just going to be able to dash away. Caution Pink's coming out. Lilia has been spotted. And we may be seeing an engage here. Nautilus is going to come to help protect. Rayleigh is going to flash away. Barely alive. And we're going to see Annie going in for the re-engage. But here comes Yuki with the charm. So it's a 1-for-1 right now. Curtain Call does come out. And it's hard to tell if anything else is going on there because the camera swapped over to Redectin and Aatrox. But it looks like it just turned out to be a 1-for-1. Yuki tries to go for the charm onto Trundle, does not connect. But now we see Marietta just stealing more of Oblivion's jungle. This is like, if you're going to counter jungle me, I'm going to counter jungle you. Marietta will secure the first tower. So now their gold has been expanded over 4,000 gold ahead at 15 minutes into this game. So we've seen this quite a bit during the season. And we're seeing the Timber stun coming out. Takes Yuki down to about half health. But just no follow-up with it. And it's just, I don't think Annie's a good pick here. I could be wrong. Chat, if you want to disagree with me, go and disagree with me. I mean, I love playing Annie. But in a competitive scene, she's just not that viable right now. We're seeing a lot of pings going on around the Baron pit, and Waubonsee maybe going for that Rift Herald. Actually, no, they're going to try to go and engage into the top lane. Maybe looking to get some control there. I mean, Kai's up there, but everyone's going to be dissipating. So we didn't quite get the team fight that you may have been hoping for. Sorry to disappoint you. And we see since Brimstone has taken down the tower in the bot lane, they're going to be swapping with Yuki, so that way they can put some pressure onto the mid tower to open up the map for the Pioneers. Now here's what's interesting. Cloud Drake is up in 20 seconds. I would expect Marietta to get ready to make a play for it. We see Trundle and Kai'Sa working their way down there. Yuki's got to be careful so she doesn't get caught out. But we see Rayleigh is heading over there. Maxi Boo's heading over there. And Trundle is going to get spotted. So I think we're going to start seeing a team fight around that Cloud Drake very soon. And we're going to get a huge hook onto Trundle. Trundle's going to come out. The anti-stun's going to come out. Gets a shutdown onto Rayleigh. Maria's going to have to retreat. Annie's going to get the double kill. Yuki will take down one. So it's a 3-for-2 in favor of Waubonsee. And Lyko is very low in health. He's going to have to retreat to his tower. Yeah, that was a great just double stun there by Annie. And while the Drake didn't go down, Waubonsee did win the team fight. And by taking out Rayleigh early on, that was huge because that's where most of the gold is right now. If we go back to looking at the gold, so Rayleigh is at 7,500 gold. Everyone else is a little behind with the counterparts. The exception is Brimstone. Brimstone is ahead over Kai'Sa. So if Waubonsee takes down Rayleigh, then there's not much that Marietta can do. So it's really important for Rayleigh to stay alive. Meanwhile, Brimstone will just take that mid tower, and now they're going to press on the Cloud Drake. And they should be able to take this. Waubonsee may be looking for a fight, but all of Marietta is on that Drake. They will secure it, and now they're going to work their way out. Working on vision around the Baron pit. It will be spawning in 20 seconds. They may try to take the Rift Herald before the Baron spawns. I don't know if they're going to have time to do it, though. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to have time to do it. Baron has respawned. Maria's got to be careful because Tibbers is active again. But yeah, Marietta's going to work on establishing a vision. Alright, Mary's going to be backing out a little bit. Excuse me. We're seeing some engagements going on in the top lane. The flash comes out for Oblivion to dodge the charm and the root by Brimstone. Yeah, just a little bit of stuff going on over by Waubonsee's blue jungle. So far, Marietta is still ahead by about 4,000 gold. And we're seeing overall Marietta is doing okay in mid-game CS. They were behind a little bit, and they're still behind in some areas. But they're not allowing Waubonsee to expand their CS lead, which is huge. I think Yuki's going to get rooted a little bit, but no major problem there. I was looking for a possibly gets a little bit of poke onto the Annie. Does fall asleep, is going to pop the spell shield to be immune. Curtain Call is going to come out and get some damage out. Maximum is extremely low on health. Ulti's going to come out. And Aatrox coming in from behind, flanking everyone. One's already down for the Pioneers, and he's taking down another. It's a 2-for-1 right now. 3-for-1. Annie with the double kill. So just like that, folks, Waubonsee is back in this game. They're still behind, but just getting the kills there was definitely huge. That Annie's becoming a lot scarier than I thought. I still don't think she's the optimal pick, but Pathor seems to know how to play her, being at 4-2-1 right now. And they're going to be working on the Cloud Drake, and will most likely be able to get it. Grimstone, you can't be there by yourself. And the hook does come out, and the charm's going to be coming out onto Annie, trying to shut down this Annie. Maxie's going to pay with her life. Miyuki is going to be shutting down Annie. So it's a 1-for-1, but Miyuki is low in health, and Aatrox is going to get that double kill. But Raylick there with the sleep, and Brimstone with a double kill. So actually it's a 4-for-3 so far. And Raylick is going to get the double kill. So, and wow, that was so much that went on there. They went straight on the Annie and tried to shut her down. They were able to do so. Brimstone was able to get a double kill, and Raylick was able to get a double kill. And now they're going to be able to secure the Cloud Drake. But that was still a very hard fought fight. But Marietta has a winning formula. They have to shut down the Annie. She's the biggest threat right now, but Aatrox is going to become a bigger threat. Be at 3-1-2. Like if we look at gold again, yeah, both of them are pretty even on gold, to be honest. But Brimstone's becoming a pretty scary threat as well. So yeah, so Marietta has 4 Cloud Drake buffs. I said it again. They have 4 Drake buffs. We've seen this before. I feel like we've seen this episode somewhere. So now Infernal Drake's going to be up in about 5 minutes. Excuse me. So, well, Pains are coming out over at the Baron Pit. So Marietta may be looking to try to set up a play, or at least get vision control. And Marietta was hoping to try to catch Trundle there. Instead, they're going to rotate around. And Trundle's going to get hooked, but the spell shield will keep him up. Marietta is going to rotate around again, trying to keep control of the mid lane and the Baron River. They ping out the Trundle. I think they're looking to get a catch on him, either whether it's a hook or a charm. And Waubonsee knows that Marietta is not working up, but Marietta's going to get caught at the Pixel Brush. Just like, you're sneaky. And now Marietta's going to put pressure on the mid inner tower. They got the minion wave. And Marietta does secure that tower, rotating into Waubonsee's red jungle. The Ice Pillar may separate Marietta, but Brimstone's going to go away. Lyco's going to dash away. The hook comes out, doesn't connect with anyone. And now Marietta will retreat. And they're going to catch the Annie! She does get the shutdown onto Jindo, popping the Zanyas and the Tibbers, and now we got an all-out brawl. Rayleigh takes down one, Yuki takes down one, Aatrox takes down Lyco. And Marietta's going to try to clean up. It's a 4-for-3. Rayleigh with the double kill.
Red team double kill.
So that ended up being a 4v4. So I guess it was kind of a stalemate. Meanwhile, Yuki's going to back out but head straight back to her lane to try to prevent Aatrox from taking this tower. But yeah, a clutch move by the Annie to pop the Tibbers and then use the Zanyas to stay alive while everyone was trying to focus it down. But now see everyone's back up. Elder Drake's going to be up in 2 minutes. That's going to be the next fight for sure. So despite the fact that Marietta is up by almost 3,000 gold, Waubonsee is working their way back. So right now, all the gold, most of the kills are on Rayleigh. If Waubonsee shuts down Rayleigh, then they're going to win the fight. Meanwhile, Marietta has got to shut down the Aatrox and the Annie because both of them are at 5 kills each. So the gold distribution is a little bit more even on Waubonsee's side. And we see the hook onto Trundle, but Maximus is going to go down. There just wasn't any fault. It was a 3v1 essentially. And that's going to allow Waubonsee to start up the Baron. Marietta is going to have to react to this. There might not be much they can do about it. Lyco is in position. Curtain Call is going to be coming out, trying to catch people. And Rayleigh is actually going to take down one and gets a double kill. There's 2 down, 3 down. They're going to take down Annie, who used the Zanyas already. So that was a huge play there, letting the Baron whittle them down. And then Marietta was able to punish them for that. Now Marietta should be able to secure the Baron. The smite is going to be up for Rayleigh. Doesn't actually use the smite because I think they're going to go... Yeah, they're pinging for Elder Drake. We've seen this episode before. Baron buff plus 4 stack Elder Drake. Aatrox is going to be heading over there, but not much Marietta can do to defend. Not much that Waubonsee can do to counter this. Yeah, great little trap set up by Brimstone, but here we go, folks. 4 stack Elder Drake plus Baron. We have activated Ultra Instinct. So now Marietta needs to use this to work their way to take game 1. And they do so. We're already at 32 minutes into this game. Marietta has widened the gold lead. They're up by practically 7,000 gold. They should just be able to run mid. That's what they need to do at this point. Although Lyco will split push in the top lane. He does have teleport ready if needed. Mariatta's going to rotate around, clear some vision. Caution pings are coming out. Yeah. Marietta is trying to get that inhibitor tower. Lyco should be able to get the top outer tower without any issues. There's that tower. And he's going to continue to split push while everyone else is working on that mid tower. Next minion wave is coming up. I don't know if there's a canyon minion there. Is there a canyon? There is a cannon minion! There it is. Looking to get some damage. Caution picks are coming out. And Kai'Sa gets picked off by Rayleigh. That is huge for Marietta. And meanwhile, Lyco's got a huge minion wave pushing the top lane. Waubonsee's going to have to respond to this. Curtain Call is coming out. And that's going to be used to zone out Waubonsee and try to respond to the top lane. But that's going to open up the inhibitor tower for Marietta in the mid lane. And now we're seeing a full-on fight. Trying to catch Annie. Annie gets popped. So does Aatrox. So with 3 already down for Waubonsee, Marietta's going to use the Baron Pattern minions. Gets 2 inhibitors. And they're looking to close out game 1. They're going to try to get the jump onto Waubonsee. Takes down the Nexus towers. And there you have it, folks. Marietta takes game 1 of this best of 3 series. So yeah, strong performance there. A lot of that credit does go to Rayleigh, finishing at 15-2-7. Just a great performance there. Yuki and Brimstone also did well. 4-3-14 and 5-2-13 respectively for their KDAs. But yeah, all right. So they're waiting for me. So let's get into the lobby real quick for the next game. I'm sure they're waiting for me. So let me get over there. So all right, everyone is here. I think they're just going to get things set up. Looks like Waubonsee is going to be going with the blue side, and Marietta will be on the red side this time. Yeah, I think the ready checks are going in. But yes, I don't think we're going to take a break for this because we should be getting into game 2 very soon. Everyone is in the lobby. But all right, as soon as everyone gets started up, we will get game 2 underway, folks. The Marietta just needs to win one more, and they will take the series. Looks like ready checks are coming out. All right, we are getting started up with game 2. We'll get those predictions out for you as well. So if you think Marietta will 2-0 Waubonsee, or will Waubonsee take this to a game 3? We already had 3 games earlier with our match against Grace. Hackram's going to get instant banned by Waubonsee. No surprise there. We'll see if Marietta makes any adjustments. I don't expect him to ban out the Annie. She was annoying, but I don't think ban-worthy. But Volley Bear is still ban-worthy, folks, so we will not see him today. Udyr is still going to be banned by Waubonsee. Let's see what Marietta decides to go with next. The Yone will still be banned by Marietta. A lot of respect for that Yone.
Okay.
And the Seraphine's going to be banned by Waubonsee. So same bans as before. And this time, Marietta actually bans out the Lilia. So we will not see Relic play it, but instead, Waubonsee's going to first pick the Senna. Very strong ADC right now, but they wanted that right from the get-go. Now we'll see what Marietta's going to go with. And Brimstone's going to bring out the Virus. I can't talk today. I've been talking for like 5 hours now. He's going to use the Virus to counter the Senna. So will they go ahead and pick their support while they're at it just to choose their bot lane? Something like Leona would be really good, but no. They're hovering over the Gnar. They're going to take the Gnar for the top lane. I'm actually a little surprised that they wanted to prio pick the Gnar, not knowing what Waubonsee will play against that. And it's looking like Waubonsee wants to play Mordekaiser against the Gnar. Yes, it will be that Mordekaiser. And they're going to stick with that Morgana support. Did get quite a few binds off, and that spell shield is crucial. And is Marietta going to go with the Braum? No. Nah, they're going to keep with the Nautilus. It's like, you're going to go with Galio or Braum support? Like, I love Braum, but not in this case. And it looks like Marietta is going to be banning out the Yasuo. I really think it makes sense. I know Hathor has played a lot of Yasuo last season.
Come on, I won't hurt you. I promise.
And it looks like Waubonsee is going to be still targeting jungle a little bit, taking out the Olaf, trying to deny Marietta that early advantage with him. And Irel is going to be banned, so yeah, I think they're focusing on that mid laner. He's the biggest, so the Pathor is definitely the biggest threat from Waubonsee. So they're trying to take out his most played champions, which I believe are Yasuo and Irelia.
Grounded.
And we're going to see the Talia banned as well. So that 4 junglers being banned by Waubonsee, trying to limit Relic's pool. But still think he has a few options available. And they still got to pick their mid as well. Ari's up for grabs, so they could do that. But no, they're going to go with the Ek. Ooh, that could be flexed. That's a great choice there with the flex. So how will Waubonsee respond to this? Looks like they're going to go with the Renekton. Wait. Renekton? But didn't they already pick Mordekaiser top? Is that a Mordekaiser, like, jungle or something? And then I'm confused. So, okay, so it's Echo Jungle and Ari mid. That's no problem there, but is that a Mordekaiser support with an Ari the Morgana mid? Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be. No, wait, no. That would have kind of made sense, but it's going to be a Renekton mid going against the Ari. Okay. This is a very interesting composition. But all right. And they're definitely trying to work on countering the Ari there. But then again, they picked the Renekton without knowing that the Ari. So the Ari is going to be used to range down the Renekton, but I don't think they knew that was going to be a Renekton mid. Huh. This is very, very, very interesting for sure. About to see how everyone in chat feels about the Renekton mid. Everything else kind of makes sense. At least pick in jungle is interesting. I haven't seen her a lot as far as like top tier junglers in the current season, but it could work. All right. As a reminder, while we are waiting, we will have one more match for you today. Our Rainbow Six team will be going up against Ohio Northern's JV team. So that will be at 8 o'clock tonight. Yeah, so we do have that. And then next week we'll have regular matches on March 6th. So I don't remember who we're playing. I will have to look into that. For Rocket League, let me see if I can find the schedules for all this. Let me look up my matches. So next week, the Rocket League team will be going up against Muskingum, and then they will play against the Overwatch team will play against Trine, and then our League of Legends team will be playing against Muskingum. That's right. Yeah, so we're gonna have 2 matches against Muskingum next Saturday. So our Overwatch team will play against Muskingum here, but now our Rocket League and League of Legends teams will be playing against Muskingum next week. I don't know who the opponent is going to be for Rainbow Six just yet. We'll find out in a couple of days. And then with CLAW ending this week for the regular season, we'll have to wait a couple weeks for the Teemo Cup. But yeah, so we're getting near the end of the season, and after that, we're going to be looking at playoffs. So that's going to be very exciting here. But all right, so while we're doing it, speaking of next Saturday, we are actually going to be hosting tryouts for anyone who's interested in coming to Marietta College for our esports program. So if you want to participate in that, you still have time. So step number one is to fill out our recruitment form at bit.ly/mcrecruit. That way we know like what game you're interested in, what's your major, what would you like to major in, so forth, getting some basic information. The next step would be to apply for admissions. So you can go to marietta.edu/apply. And then finally, the most important step is to fill out our form to actually sign up for the tryout, which is bit.ly/mcesport tryout. So our next date will be next Saturday. We'll be doing it online. We'll be doing another tryout later on in March, where it'll be in person. So if you do come to campus, we can set up a tryouts there. Now, for the admission part, you don't have to be accepted for admission to try out, but you will not be awarded a scholarship until you are accepted for admission. So I would recommend taking care of that. So I would recommend applying sooner rather than later. But yeah, we're always looking for players. But all right, everything is getting set up. So I'm trying to get the audio and the overlays and everything ready to go here. So here we go, folks. Marietta College versus Waubonsee. Waubonsee is on the blue side, Marietta is on the red side, and it looks like Marietta may be looking for a bot lane invade.
30 seconds until
And Senna's not too far behind, so are they going to catch the Senna? They see her forcing the flash out of her early on. At least get a ward down. They are pinging out, trying to say that, hey, maybe there's going to be they're coming towards their red buff, but doesn't look like they're going to do that. But no, they don't put down how do you not put down a ward there?
minions have spawned.
But they do get the flash out of the Senna. Alright, so we're going to see this matchup with the Renekton and Ahri. Renekton is a very OP champion right now. We'll see how he does against the Ahri in the mid lane, but I would expect to still see the main X factor here is going to be Rayleigh versus Oblivion. We saw how far ahead Rayleigh was able to get with his golden kills. So if he can do the same thing here in this game, then Marietta should be able to take this series. We are seeing some exchanges on the top lane. Yeah, Mordekaiser getting some nice damage onto Lyco. Max is getting poked down a bit in the bot lane, and so is Brimstone. So we do see Raylick looking for the possible engage. Does get rooted though. And still we're trying to get the engage onto Senna. Uses a flash to get in, and Brimstone will get first blood. Does have to pop the heal in the process. But yeah, lots of summoners being burned in that process. Alright, so we're seeing... Well, right now Redacton does have the lane pushed up, so Elise was there to set up a play, but not much can do with the lane already being pushed up to Yuki's tower. Meanwhile, Kairos is able to grip in Lyco and putting a lot of damage on him, pushing him into his lane. And Rayleigh maybe looking for a possible catch onto Elise. Is going to get rooted. And actually uses the Blast Cone to get away, but yeah, a lot of invading in the red jungle by Elise. Marietta is trying to find her, does spot her out. Meanwhile, we see a lot of damage going on in the bottom lane as well. Brimstone's already at half health. His heal is down. He's going to have to be very careful. If he gets rooted by Morgana, that might be it for him. Yuki's going to get the charm onto Renekton. And just going to continue poking him down. But he's going to be fine. Still at half health, but he's fine. Marietta does seem to be setting things up in the bot river. I don't think they will start the Mountain Drake just yet. But they'll at least get vision cleared up. But yeah, pings are coming out. Yuki's going to get the charm onto Renekton, comboing that with the bubble from Rayleigh, and Yuki's going to get the kill. Well, Yuki is going to get rooted by Morgana. Going to get spotted out, but don't think there's much that Waubonsee can do. But Marietta should be able to secure the Mountain Drake. Meanwhile, we still see some training going on the top lane, but Mordekaiser's getting the edge over Gnar, even with Mega Gnar still doing a lot of damage. But Marietta does secure that Mountain Drake. Still see more trading going on in the top lane. And Lyco's trying to do what he can. Megadar is about to kick in. And meanwhile, Waubonsee is going to work on the Rift Herald. And Relic does catch it. Notice what's happening. Yuki's going to be working in. But it's going to start getting chopped down by the Renekton. Meanwhile, damage is going left and right in the bottom lane. Maybe not as much as I thought there was going to be. Maxi was looking for a possible hook. But anyway, it does seem like Waubonsee will secure that Rift Herald. We're at 10 minutes into the game, and Marietta is up by about 1,200 gold there. Although Waubonsee is going to try to close that lead by getting some damage onto Maxibu, and Elise is going to be there for the gank attempt, but Rayleigh's going to get the attempt onto Pathor. Pathor is going to fall. Senate ult's going to come out, giving an extra shield for Elise. Does take down Nautilus, but Brimstone's going to get the kill onto Alumni with the thanks to the tower. So it ends up being a 2-for-1 in Marietta's favor. But Relic is there, going to try to catch out CC Tyler. He's going to have to use the ulti to get away though, and flash. Mordekaiser does teleport in, and the ulti does connect with him. But Relic is going to try to get escape. He's going to get stunned though, but we're going to end up falling. So that actually was a delayed 2v2. They just got a little hungry there to get the kills, but got outplayed by Karos. And now they're going to use the Rift Herald in the bottom lane to put some pressure onto the tower. Lyca's got to be careful there. He's not really respecting the range that Karos has with that big hammer, because all he's doing is just pulling him in, and then just using his AoE and then slamming on the hammer. He's got to respect that distance. Meanwhile, Lyco's getting... I keep saying Lyco because Lyco likes to play Renekton. But Pathor is getting spotted out in the blue jungle. Caution pings are coming up to make sure that Marietta is aware of that. So there's a good leap there by Lyco. He needs to do that to dodge the grips. That way he doesn't take excessive damage. Infernal Drake is coming up. Marietta's trying to establish some vision. Yuki's going to get rooted, but she's going to be fine. But the rest of the Pioneers are starting to converge, but here comes Waubonsee. So Marietta has to retreat. Or they're not. They're going to just get onto the dragon. Mordekaiser's not there. He doesn't have teleporters, so Marietta has the numbers advantage. And they will secure the Infernal Drake and hopefully get out safely. Yeah, it looks like they will get out safely. So far, Marietta is up by about 1,300, 1,400 gold. And a lot of that is just having a couple extra kills, getting the 2 dragon buffs. CS-wise, we see that Relic is ahead, Brimstone's ahead, But Karos and Pathor are ahead for Waubonsee. I think those are the two main playmakers for Waubonsee. So Marietta's going to have to keep those two in check if they want to be able to handle the late game. Yeah, looks like Elise is going to get spotted out. And we may see Echo going straight for her. And Charm's going to actually connect on Renekton. Has to pop the ulti. Meanwhile, Waubonsee is going to try to secure first tower in the top lane. So no kills were secured, but they were at least able to put some pressure into that mid tower. And actually, Marietta will secure first tower in the mid lane. And it looks like Yuki's going to get caught. Pathor will get the kill. And now Waubonsee will secure the tower. So that's going to close that gold lead to by about 1,000. Just a little over 1,000. You can't get caught like that. Yeah, Marietta had no vision in their top river. So that just allows Elise to just free roam there. And right now, Elise is going to be taking that Rift Herald, and I don't see how Marietta is going to respond to it. It looks like Relic is going to get pinged out in the bot jungle. Maybe looking for a possible dive. Meanwhile, Lyco is going to get caught in the top lane. Elise is there for the gank attempt, and they will get the kill, but Marietta's going to re-engage in this bot lane. Ulti's going to be coming out. They're trying to catch Alumni. Has to flash away. Varus does get the kill. Max is going to have to get away, though, but Yuki's there to help as well. Pathor does use his ulti to stay alive. But that ends up basically being a 2-for-1 in favor of Marietta. But top lane is we're using the Oblivion uses the Rift Herald in the top lane to allow Karos to push up there. So they are starting to clear some towers up there. So it just looks like we're almost like a little mini base race in the top and bottom lanes. Ocean Drake is up in about 44 seconds. So we do see Marietta rotating around, getting things set up for that Ocean Drake. Meanwhile, Oblivion is on the other side of the map, so it's going to be really hard for them to contest the Ocean Drake. But now he's going to be backing out at this point. Alright, everyone's backing out, buying stuff. Ocean Drake's going to be up in 15 seconds. Marietta's going to have to be ready for a team fight. They do have the gold advantage. But we have seen Waubonsee get some good picks. And Relic is going to get caught, but he's going to back away. And the rest of Marietta is trying to engage onto the Elise. Elise has to flash away. And they're working on poking down Mordekaiser. Gets the spell shield. Is trying to get some damage. And we're seeing Renekton's getting charged. Yuki is extremely low in health. Actually gets finished off by Morgana. But now, yeah, it's a 2-for-1 right now in favor of Waubonsee. Gets the shutdown onto Relic. Although, actually that was not onto Relic. That was on Varus, my bad. And Rayleigh was able to get the kill. And a great ulti there by Lyco. But will there be any follow-up? It doesn't look like it, but here comes Renekton in the back line. A death charge does come out by Maxi, but she's going to end up going down. So it was a good ulti, but Waubonsee was able to re-engage and get another kill. So now they're going to start up the Ocean Drake. They know Rayleigh is there. So actually, they're not going to start up the Ocean Drake. They got to respect the Rayleigh bubble. Here comes the Rayleigh bubble. And Yuki's there with the charm. Catches Senna. But that's a misplay right there. Yuki and Rayleigh were not on the same page with the who the target, and they both end up dying in the process. So now Waubonsee is going to take the lead. Actually, Marietta's still in the head by about 300 gold. But we're definitely seeing the threats from Mordekaiser, from Renekton. But Marietta has to make sure they're on the same page with their targets. And it just seemed like there was a lot of miscommunication all around that dragon pit. Now we're at the 20-minute mark. Yeah, still a very small goal difference between the two teams. We're seeing Oblivion's trying to catch the red buff from Rayleigh. Does not get it. Gonna have to use the blast cone to escape. But looks like Waubonsee is looking for a team fight. Gets the root onto Nautilus. Meanwhile, Meganar is going to pop the ulti onto Pathor. And Rayleigh's going to try to finish him off. Ulti is going to be coming out. Marietta's just piling onto the Renekton. And Brimstone will get the shutdown. Yeah, that is a kill that Marietta does need. Trying to get that shutdown gold onto Brimstone. In fact, if we were to look at... Now, hold on, folks. Before I talk about gold, Rayleigh's being poked down. Has to get away. But even Senna's down to about half health. But Marietta's still going to try to take down this inner tower. But what's going on? If we take a look at gold here, yeah, Brimstone is at almost 10,000 gold. Largest among anyone in the game right now. I mean, he does have a mythic item and 2 more completed items, so it is going to make him very scary.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright, not much going on at this point. Everyone's just trying to keep vision control in their jungles, trying to push waves. The bear's gonna go back and buy some items. Okay, it looks like everyone's got their mythic items, which is good. Next Ocean Drake will be up in 55 seconds, so that might be the next engage for Marietta. And we'll see if they're more coordinated this time around. Last time they just did not seem to be on the same page of who to target, how to engage. So we'll see if they can fix that. Rayleigh looking to try to catch someone in the brush. Is not going to find anyone there. Maxi is going to get rooted and pulled in by Mordecai. So they're going to get caught out. You can see that's just Marietta going deep into the jungle, and they're going to get punished for it. And it doesn't also help that Meganar has been activated for Lyco, so even if he teleports in, he's not going to have the ulti ready. So now at this point, Waubonsee has control of the Dragon Pit, so I think Marietta's just going to let it go. Meanwhile, they're just going to work on towers. So that is going to be the second Ocean Drake for Waubonsee. So right now we're looking at maybe like a 1.5, 1.6k gold difference, 25 minutes. Alamuki's got to be careful. Maxi's getting the hook. I don't think that was the right move because she's extremely low in health, although Brimstone is working to try to whittle down the Renekton's going to get rooted himself. He's going to have to flash out of there and pop a heal, which he does. But we're going to see that two of the Pioneers have gone down. Rayleigh is in there for the re-engage, though. Got the double kill, so it's a 2 for 2. Lyco is there. But he's going to get rooted by the Elise. But Rayleigh is going to be there to re-engage, trying to get onto Elise, rotating around, using the bubble to catch him, will not. So that ultimately was a 2 for 2. I disagree with the hook engage, though. Like, probably should have just body block Brimstone to protect him instead of trying to do the hook and landing in, because otherwise that gets re-engaged. Lyco's getting very, very low in health. It's got to be careful not to get grappled in by the Mordekaiser. But Marietta still maintains their gold lead, but they have to be cautious. This is a very close matchup. So this looks like this is going to be Brimstone's game to carry. At 5-2-4, has 4 completed items, 5 completed items now. So this is definitely going to try to protect Brimstone, because if Brimstone can stay up, he can do the damage that's needed to win the team fights. But if he ends up going down, that could be a problem. Looks like everything is kind of stalled for now. Marietta still has a gold lead, but Waubonsee is working their way back. Now it's about a 600 gold difference. So it just seems like Marietta's not getting the mid-game farm that they need to. They gotta keep pushing out lanes. They gotta keep trying to put pressure on towers. They are ahead on towers. But Waubonsee is finding ways to take leads. or not at least, but to gain back into the get back into the fight. Yeah, next Ocean Drake's gonna be up in 55 seconds, so that's probably gonna be where the next fight is. This time we'll see if Marietta can try to not get someone picked off before the fight even begins. You see Leica has teleport ready. Meganar is almost good to go. We may be seeing a fight here soon. Everyone's starting to rotate in. Marietta knows this is happening. Maybe looking for a possible flank. Spell Shield is procced. Or at least it is used, I should say. It's not really a proc. And Yuki's got to be careful. She does get the charm onto Renekton, and that may give Marietta a chance to go for the other team that's split. So they're going to go straight into the lines. The ulti does come out by Leica. A huge ulti there. Takes down one already for Waubonsee, but two are already down for Marietta. So it's a 2-for-1 right now. 3-for-1. Just seems like Marietta is all over the place on their target calls. Relic is going to try something. He's going to get stunned and shut down. And Waubonsee takes their third Ocean Drake. And now they're ahead in the game. It just seems like Marietta is not on the same page of who they should be targeting down. They're seeing you get the hook onto Renekton. Brimstone is looking to try to get catch. Actually, Bathor does burn the flash to get out of there. Now everyone's converging over by the parent pit. Waubonsee was looking to see if they can find a pick on the pixel brush, but Marietta isn't biting it. But yeah, so if we look at gold amounts, I think Brimstone does have the largest amount with 13,000, but we're seeing with 3 people from Waubonsee over 10,000. We're already seeing a little bit of a skirmish going on into the mid lane. Yuki may be looking to get an engage. Bubble's going to be coming out. They're trying to shut down the Renekton. The root's going to be coming out onto Maximu. And Varus is going to take down Morgana. Yuki's going to go down, but I'm losing track of everything here. Mordekaiser is going to go down. So it's a 2-for-1 in favor of Marietta. And that might be their opportunity to go for the Baron. So they will start it up. Oblivion is still there, so they may try to contest it, but it's going to be hard to get the Baron steal. Especially since Pathor is going to be going down to the bot lane to take care of that minion wave. So Marietta does secure the Baron buff. Now, can they utilize this to get back into the game? They do take a goal lead by getting those kills and the Baron buff, but they need to capitalize on it. Marietta is going to be going into Waubonsee's red jungle. They may be looking for a pop. Well, they're going to steal the red buff, but they got to be careful. Waubonsee is there, but it's going to be a 4v4. The root's going to come out onto Rayleigh. Has to pop the Zhonya's. Depth charge does come out for Maxi, but Brimstone does get the kill onto Renekton. Meanwhile, we see the ulti coming out onto Leica going against Kairos. And now it's going to be that 1v1 here. Leica's going to use the ulti to try to get away, but he's going to get pulled in and get shut down. So it ends up being a 1v1, but Marietta is going to be able to use the Baron buff to try to push this inhibitor tower and maybe try to get the inhibitor. Or they'll just rotate out. Or they hide in the brush to see if they can catch anyone from Waubonsee. And the root misses. But Oblivion is able to take out Yuki very quickly. And that was just a full team there by Waubonsee. They take down 4 of the Pioneers. Ocean Drake is up. It's going to be an ace. Unless Brimstone's going to find a way to get away. He's trying to slow them down. But he will get away. But yeah, that was a very greedy call by Marietta. And they get punished heavily. So Waubonsee will secure their 4th Ocean Drake. And this game has been back and forth. So now Waubonsee is going to be working on pushing into the lane. And of course, since Marietta did not get the inhibitor down in the bot lane, there really isn't going to be a whole lot of pressure. There is some pressure, but not as much. They do get the root onto... Oh, I can't tell in the brush. It's Kairos. He's going to use the ulti to get himself out of the game temporarily, but he's going to get back into it. Can Marietta finish him off? They're actually going to go on the path where they take him down. Great ulti there by Marietta. Now they're going to keep working on following the engage. And they're going to use the blast cone to try to get Kairos out of there. Rayleigh does get rooted, but he's still fine. Trying to use the bubble to try to catch anyone. And uses the ulti to actually get out. So that ended up just being kind of a single kill for Marietta, but that's what they need to kind of get back into it. Because right now, Waubonsee is in the lead. They are up by 1,000 gold. So folks, we're at 38 minutes. We've had some very long games today. And right now, Waubonsee is up by 1.4k gold. So the big threats right now are the Mordekaiser and the Renekton. Marietta has to keep them checked. In fact, they did root and they're catching Renekton, but he's going to dash away. But Rayleigh is looking to make a play to get him down. Does force him to pop the ulti, though, to stay alive. And even Senna had to use her ulti to keep Renekton alive. So if Marietta can get another fight in before the ultis come up, they will have the advantage. Looks like they just used Brimstone's ulti and that's it. Marietta's going to be up in about 15 seconds, so Marietta's trying to get vision set up around there. I'd be very surprised if they try to go for the Baron right when it spawns, though. But it looks like Waubonsee is going to be rotating around to the Baron. They're not going to see Marietta there, but they're going to try to establish vision themselves. Yeah, this is very tense here. Whoever wins this fight right here might end up able to finish the game. And Yuki's not there yet. She does have teleports. Everyone's just converging around. Yes, looks like Mordecai's going to back out to get his next item. But yeah, we're getting to the point where everyone's getting their completed items. And now it's just a matter of who plays better and who scales better. Elder Drake's also coming up in 50 seconds. So, like I said, this next team fight may end up deciding everything. The Elder Drake, the Baron, Spell Immune does get triggered up the Spell Shield onto the Elise. Rayleigh is trying to get some damage, does poke down at least a little bit. But Mordekaiser's done so much damage onto Rayleigh, and he goes down. And Marietta has to fall back. If they try to engage this, they are done. And Yuki almost gets caught by the grip from Mordekaiser, but is able to dash out just in time. Marietta gonna go for Baron buff. It's Baron buff versus Elder Drake. This is gonna be gutsy. Yeah, Waubonsee is gonna have a 4-stack Elder Drake, and it's gonna be all Ocean Drake. And they do secure it. Marietta should be able to secure the Baron, but they're going to have to get out because Waubonsee is coming straight for them. Marietta will recall. So now it's basically Baron buff versus Elder Drake. Waubonsee is looking to see if they can pick off anyone. Please don't go into the brush. Please don't go into the brush. Okay, good job. You didn't go into the brush. But yeah, this game is definitely taking its time. We're at 42.5 minutes in this game, folks. Everyone has almost 67,000 gold, 69,000 gold. Everyone's got the items they want. So it's just a matter of can you execute your team fights. Rayleigh is split pushing off the side, which is risky. He does not have teleport. But he is going to try to use that Baron buff to at least get some pressure onto that tower. But Mordekaiser is going to be heading over there to counter. Oh yeah, it's Renekton, not Mordekaiser. My mistake. Mordekaiser is the mid lane. I see Redacted getting onto Rayleigh. Uses the bubble to try to get out. But we do see Waubonsee is working on the inhibitor tower at this point. And Marietta just cannot get the pick. Maxi Boo is going to get caught. Has to flash away. Maganar comes out. Knocks and does a stun onto Mordekaiser. Marietta needs to get onto him now. Take him out. And he ends up taking down the Gnar instead. It was a great setup by Marietta, but they're just not able to follow through on it. That's going to be the inhibitor tower and possibly the inhibitor. And Brimstone gets caught out. That is huge for Waubonsee. Yuki's trying to get the Morgana, but Rayleigh is about to go down. So that's 3 already down for Marietta. And with 60-second death timers, that's probably going to be enough to finish the game. So that is going to be an ace for Waubonsee. They're just going to go straight for the Nexus Towers. And with that, folks, Waubonsee will take game 2. So you know what that means. That means we are going to go to a game 3. But yeah, the thing is that Marietta shut down the Renekton pretty well, but the Mordekaiser going at 7-1-13 was a huge threat. And then Senna at the end finishing at 8-2-14 just became very scary, and they were just able to take the lead from that. I mean, a lot of it, I think, was just communication with the team fights and not being on the same page and letting Mordekaiser get ahead. But, all right. I'm going to go and get into the lobby for Game 3, because they're probably waiting for me right now. So let me get in here. So Marietta will get to choose the side for Game 3. So it looks like they're going to go with blue side. So now we're just waiting for the rest of Waubonsee to get into the lobby. But we will have Game 3 here to you in just probably a minute or two. So we probably don't need to take a break because I think everyone's going to be ready to play any minute now. But yeah, that was a long game. That was like almost a 45-minute game there. So we still got one more. Not so sure where everyone is. See what's going on in the lobby chats. Doesn't look like too much is going on here, so maybe we'll take that small break because I don't know where everyone is. No, never mind. They're getting in. I was going to take a break, but I lied. They're getting back in here. Everyone's here. Now I'm just going to get into the proper setup to begin the match. All right, now they're starting to get in. Okay, 3 from Waubonsee are team set. I'm not so sure what the other. Okay, there's the 4th. It looks like everyone is ready. So we will get champ select here as soon as everyone is good. And here we go, folks. This is it, game 3. So we'll get those predictions out to see who will take it all. We're going to see the Volibear out. We're going to see the Hecarim out. We may see the same bands as before.
Your worst decisions will haunt you.
And Marietta's going to take out the Morgana, which makes sense. There's a lot of setup by Alumni with the Morgana with the roots. The spell shields were actually huge on protecting the Mordekaiser. So I could see why they would take out the Morgana there.
Their fear is wise.
The Udyr is going to be banned out. And Marietta's going to take out the Mordekaiser, seeing that as a big threat there. So more targets in the top lane this time.
I must not fall.
And it looks like Waubonsee bans out the Leona, maybe forcing Maxi on the Nautilus, but Marietta will first pick the Seraphine since it wasn't banned. So that could be flex mid or support. And Waubonsee will take Senna there. Very strong performance in game 2 there by CC Tyler on the Senna. Yeah, it looks like Waubonsee's going to go. Oblivion's going to play the Olaf, trying to get that early game aggression, trying to get that lead. Rayleigh's hovering over the Lilia. He's been playing that a lot today. Didn't get a chance to play the last game, but he's bringing that Lilia back. And Brimstone was hovering over the Ezreal, but decides to bring out the Jinx to go up against the Senna. It looks like we're going to see a Yuumi for support. Very annoying to play against, but very interesting choice as well. I don't disagree with it. I just find it very interesting. The R is going to be banned, so Yuki will not be able to play it. Shen's going to be banned at the top lane. Won't see Gnar. So Lyco had some really good, some good ultis in the top lane, but doesn't look like that's going to be impossible this time.
Hey, never pick a fight you can't win.
And they won't be seeing Set either. Interesting. Haven't seen Set played at all this series. And we're going to see Aatrox in the top lane for Waubonsee, so we'll see how Marietta will respond to that. They still got to pick their top laner and either their support or mid, depending on where that Seraphine is going. And that's going to be a Nautilus support, so that's a Seraphine mid for Marietta. Now we'll see what Lyco wants to play against that Aatrox. So he might go with the Renekton, which is probably a good choice considering that Pathor was going with Renekton last game, so they're going to take that away from him. And it looks like we're going to see the Syndra in the mid lane this time. Very strong mid champion. So, I mean, from what I'm seeing here, I'm liking both compositions. I mean, Syndra is a very strong mid champion. Just oh yeah, she's just pretty powerful. Are they going to be swapping? Oh, this might be interesting. Could Oblivion be playing mid and Pathor be playing jungle? I wouldn't rule past that. And that looks like that's going to happen here. If I remember correctly, Pathor has done some jungling. So I think we're going to see him in the jungle, and Oblivion is going to be in the mid this time. There's no rule that says you can't do that. But yeah, it looks like, I mean, Pathor is Waubonsee's best player, so they're definitely going to try to set him up for the best chance of success and try to take that early lead for them. Meanwhile, with Marietta's composition, it's a lot of very comfort picks. Some great tanks with the Nautilus and the Renekton. Some really good setups for ults with Lilia and Seraphine. So it just comes down to, can Marietta protect their backline? Now, we don't see anything from Waubonsee that's going to be able to get into Marietta's backline, except maybe the Olaf trying to use Ragnarok to run it down. But if Marietta can protect their backline, then they think they have a good chance here. Anyway, as a reminder, we will have one more match for you today. In fact, I'll bring up the schedule while we are waiting. So at 8 o'clock tonight, so just a couple hours away, Our Rainbow Six team will be going up against the Ohio Northern's JV team as part of the Collegiate R6 season. So right now, our Rainbow Six team, let me pull up the information here. Right now, the Rainbow Six team is 1-1 in the spring season. So we'll see how they play against Ohio Northern. It is their JV team, but it's still Ohio Northern. But we will have that to you in just a few hours. But yeah, and then next week we'll have quite a few matches. Our Rocket League and League of Legends teams will be going up against OAC rivals Muskingum. And then our Overwatch team will be going up against Trine University. So that will all be next Saturday. And then if anything else comes up between now and then, we will certainly get that information out to you on social media. So please be sure to follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all at Marietta Esports. All the matches here will be uploaded to our YouTube channel, bit.ly/Marietta Esports. So in fact, after this, I will probably work on getting those processed. But we'll have those released throughout next week. So definitely keep an eye out for that. But anyway, it looks like everything is being loaded. So I'm just going to check the overlays so that everything is good to go. All right, let me get all this underway, get the audio going here. Here we go, folks. Marietta College versus Waubonsee Community College. This is it, folks. Game 3. Whoever wins takes the series.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Looks like Marietta is anticipating a possible invade in the bot lane. They did that in Game 2. But it does not look like Waubonsee is going to be doing that in this game. Everyone's just going to be backing out.
Minions have spawned.
It looks like Marietta is anticipating a possible delayed invade, but they're just going to be going by their red buff. I should probably swap these two since, yeah, it looks like Oblivion's going to be in the mid and Thor will be jungling. It'd be very weird otherwise. A little bit of training going on in the bottom lane, but nothing too much. Yeah, right now it's just trading left and right. Just a little bit there to see Lyco trying to get the stun onto the Aatrox. And he's going to get knocked down to about less than half health, actually. He's going to have to get out of there. But we're seeing a lot of damage in the bot lane, too. Although pretty well shielded there. And we do see the hook engaged by Maxi, but not much going to be follow-up with it. Marieta's going to be careful. Olaf is getting down there, so they're going to have to fall back. They probably anticipated that CC Tyler alumni were baiting out Pathor to try to get the jump on them, but good situational awareness to realize that that's probably a bait. You see some things coming out. Yeah, Pathor is just heavily invading Marietta's jungle. They got wards all over us, and that was not a great. Although Relic is there to help, Maximum is going to have to flash away. So is Olaf. Relic is going to try to take down CC Tyler at that half health. He's got to flash himself. Relic does get rooted, but working on training left and right. I think everyone except Brimstone and Relic flashed during all that. But yeah, the big problem there is just so much vision is putting down onto Marietta's jungle that Waubonsee is going to be able to see exactly where Relic is. So yeah, his sweeper is down right now, so he's not going to be able to get rid of those other wards. Brimstone and actually are pushing up. CC Tyler and Alumni did back out a little bit to get some stuff, so that is going to give Brimstone a chance to at least get some turrets and get a little bit ahead on CS as well. You know, we just see some more minions being traded in the top lane. Pretty even on CS, actually. You see Relic looking for a possible engage onto Aatrox, but I think he's going to get spotted. Not going to find the opportunity there. You see, Max is getting poked down quite a bit. The bot lane's going to have to be a little careful. Well, we do see Olaf coming in there, maybe looking for, not maybe looking for a possible dive, but Seraphine is nearby too. We may see a little bit of a team fight going on here soon, or at least a partial team fight, but now Olaf's going to be going back to his jungle. Seraphine's going to be going back to her lane, but they were ready in case something happened. Dashes away from the combo. And meanwhile, 4 from Waubonsee is on the Infernal Drake, and Marietta does not know this, so that's going to be a free Drake. The ult does get procced by Kairos, and Lyco has to flash away to survive. And Marietta's going to get the jump onto CC Tyler, and that's going to be first blood onto Relic. They're like, okay, we know you're going for it. Oh, and that was a huge ulti there by Brimstone to take out Alumni. Yeah, so they're like, okay, we know you're going for a dragon, so as soon as you get into lane, we're just going to jump on you. And that's exactly what they did. All right, we are at 9 minutes into the game. Marietta is up by only about 700 gold-ish. So not a huge difference at this point. It just comes down to the 2 kills. We do see that Lyco and Brimstone are doing pretty well CS either ahead or even. Meanwhile, Oblivion has a huge CS lead over Yuki. And even Pathor is doing pretty well with jungling at 72 CS versus Rayleigh at 58. I think part of that, though, is Rayleigh has been working on trying to get a couple of ganks. Although Rayleigh's got to be careful here, might be getting caught, but he will get away. But it seems like the rest of Marietta is ready to collapse. And they are going to try to get this Charm Belt onto Olaf. Has to pop the Ragnarok. Depth Charge is going to be coming out onto CC Tyler. Ignite Tick's going to be going. I don't know if it's going to be enough to finish him off. Oh, just at the last second. So Yubi tries to get onto CC Tyler to get the heal off, but just a split second too late, and Brimstone will get the kill. So meanwhile, Barry's going to be working on some turret plating. You have to be careful. Senna and Olaf are nearby. Senna is back in lane. And Yuki just barely gets away. Uses the flash. And Syndra uses the ulti. Almost chops her down. But she does hang on by a thread. That was close. Meanwhile, Rayleigh was looking for a possible engage, but it's pretty well warded there, so they know that Rayleigh is there. But he will back away. But that's going to give Pathor and Karis a chance to go for the Rift Herald. Since they knew that Rayleigh was down there, the ward is just now expiring. If Rayleigh was there just like a minute later, or like 15 seconds later, he would not have been caught, but it's going to allow Pathor to take the Rift Herald. Yeah, it seems to be a free Rift Herald for Pathor. Well, Rayleigh might catch this, actually. He does get it, but Rayleigh's just going to catch him right after he leaves.
What's that?
Alright, Ocean Drake's going to be up in 17 seconds. Waubonsee has gotten the Inferno Drake, and they may be looking to try to get control for the Ocean Drake. And Waubonsee's going to use the Rift Herald to put some pressure on the bot lane. Marietta will need to respond to that if they want to keep their tower up. And that may give Pathor a chance to go straight for the Ocean Drake. Depth Charge is going to come out, though, and try to connect with CC Tyler. Teleports are coming down, though, so we're going to see an all-out brawl. Charm is going to connect with 2. Ragnarok, though, is going to block the Charm. CC Tyler does take down Maxime, so 2 from Marietta have fallen. 3 have fallen, actually. And the rest of Marietta is going to have to retreat. Otherwise, they're going to go down, and that's going to be a free Drake. So with that, Waubonsee is taking an early lead here. Going to get a free Ocean Drake, but they just collapsed on Marietta when they were split. Now Waubonsee is up by 1,100 gold 14 minutes into the game. Yeah, everyone there basically just pressed R and they were able to win the fight. Looks like Relic may be looking for a jump onto Syndra. Going to take some damage. Is going to have to retreat. Yuki's already at less than half health. Lyco was roaming down just in case, but he will head back up. Aatrox getting a lot of damage onto Lyco. He's at half health himself. Now Ray's going to take another attempt at trying to get Syndra. Gets the charm and the sleep off. And Yuki will get the shutdown. And that might be their chance to get back into the game. Lyco's going to have to pop his ulti just to stay alive in there. Aatrox getting a substantial lead once again at 2-0-1 and has 20 CS over Lyco. But here comes Rayleigh looking to get an engage onto Kairos. Lyco has to flash away. And even Rayleigh has to flash just because of how much damage that Kairos is doing. Right now, not too much is going on, just a lot of wards, but once again, some few wards deep into Marietta's side. We got one ward in Marietta's blue jungle. And maybe looking at a possible dive onto the tower, or at least get the tower down. Marietta will get first turrets, and then they'll back away. So that's going to help them take a slight gold lead, but only like less than 200. Now we see Marietta maybe looking for a possible engage into Waubonsee's jungle. But yeah, we're going to see some rotating around the lanes. Now Maria's going to try to get the engage onto the Syndra. And nothing's going to connect. Yuki's going to get the charm, and it does connect with the Syndra. Death Charge does come out, and Syndra will get shut down. But Olaf's going to take down 2. 3 for the Pioneers have already fallen. So everyone got the jump onto Syndra. Backdoor was there and was able to get 2 kills himself. So that is a win for Waubonsee. And they will go take the Cloud Drain. Brimstone trying to snipe it with the rocket, but it was just a little too early. It's a good attempt. So now Waubonsee is up by almost 2,000 gold. Alright, we're at practically 21 minutes into the game, and Waubonsee is expanding their goal lead a little bit by just a little over 2,000. So Marietta's going to have to find picks at this point. They can't do the 5v5 fights. So they got to find the opportunities to get picks. We do see Aatrox is splitting, pushing down in the bottom lane. Lyco will fall down. He's going to have to be careful just how far ahead Aatrox is. Most of Marietta is converging in the mid lane, hoping to see if they get a push. Maybe try to get the mid tower to open up the map. Yuki just tried to use the charm to connect, but does not get anyone. Gonna have to be careful. Olaf was there, and I think if that charm would have connected, it might have brought. Olaf might have been trying to re-engage. Great use of Scry there to see that Olaf was there waiting for her. Gyro's just backing out. Look at the next objective. Cloud Drake is going to be up in 35 seconds. We already see Waubonsee in position for that Cloud Drake. Marietta is going to start working their way there. They got to be able to take this Cloud Drake. So in order to do that, they're going to have to find people. They're going to have to get the picks they needed. And we're seeing Waubonsee just waiting for a face check. And Raylick's got to be careful there. Not going to find anyone with the pixel brush, but he's going to see that most of them were on that brush on top of the red pit. And Raylick's going to get rooted, and everyone's jumping up onto him. Senate ult's going to be coming out. Ragnarok's coming out for Pathor. But no one has fallen yet, but many of the Pioneers are low in health. Both Nautilus and Raylick are less than half health. And that's going to give Waubonsee a chance to start up the Drake. And there goes Raylick. Yeah, and Marietta can't do anything to contest this. So that's going to be the 4th Drake for Waubonsee. So now they're going to expand their lead by even more. And Elder Drake's going to be up next. This is a very early Elder Drake. You usually don't see that. And they maybe... I didn't think they were going to be looking for the Baron just yet. But they are going to at least get vision around it. Or are they going to start the Baron? No, they're going to... Well... Like, he's got to be careful. He's just getting... he's getting face checked. He can't do that. He's still alive. But barely. Aatrox's going to pop the ulti. And now Redax is going to end up going down. Brimstone's going to get caught. He's going to be taken down. So that's a double kill for Kairos. At this point, Waubonsee has a huge lead. Over 4,000 gold 25 minutes into the game. Cinder does get rooted, and Marietta is trying to re-engage, but there's just too many from Waubonsee there. Will end up falling asleep, but Marietta just cannot get the jump on them. And I question that call there. Gets the charm out, but there's 4 there. There's only 2 of you. And I think that was a misplay. I don't think it was accidental, but I don't agree with that. You can't just charge in 4 people by yourself like that. But now that's going to expand Waubonsee's gold lead even further. Marius trying to get the jump onto Pathor, but Brimstone's going to get picked off from behind. They're getting flanked, and that's already 2 down from Marietta. The rest of the retreat. Maxi is going to get caught out going the wrong direction. She's going to end up going down. There's only 2 left for Marietta, so that's going to be a free Baron for Waubonsee. At this point, I'm not so sure there's much that Marietta can do. Waubonsee will secure the Baron and even knock down the tower, so that expands their gold even more by almost 10,000 gold 27.5 minutes into the game. So at this point, Marietta is going to have to find picks. That's their only way that they're going to get back from this, but it's going to be hard. We see how many wards Waubonsee has in the jungle. They got wards deep in the red and blue jungles, along the river. There is nowhere that Marietta can go that Waubonsee doesn't... They can attack anywhere Marietta goes at this point. You see Relic's trying to make a play, but he's going to get caught trying to go straight in and going to get picked off by the by Syndra there. Waubonsee's going to they took out the inhibitor tower. Now they're going to work on the inhibitor. The Charm does come out onto the Aatrox. But Aatrox is not even worried about those tower hits. He's just going to use his ulti to regain health. That's already one down. One inhibitor is down. They're working on their second inhibitor. And this might be where things end, folks. This may be last stand for Marietta, trying to find the pick. But Raylick is going to get taken down. And that's going to be a triple kill for Waubonsee. And there you have it, folks. Marietta will fall 1-2 in this series. So yeah, congratulations to Waubonsee on just a very strong performance. Marietta was doing well in the early game, but just player of the game would go to Pathor. Just the way that he was able to set up being the threat. But Kairos there being able to get the early leads into the top lane. And the combination of those two players just carried the team to be able to win. But all right, so what I'm going to do is our next match is about an hour and a half away. I'm going to take down the stream just to get a small break. But we will have, it might be up in about an hour actually. But our Rainbow Six team will be playing against Ohio Northern, their JV team. So we will get that to you in a little bit. So for all the latest updates of what's going on for Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all at Marietta Esports. You can even subscribe to our YouTube channel, bit.ly/Marietta Esports. So we thank you all for watching. We hope that you do come back in about an hour to check out that Rainbow Six match. But for now, we're going to take a small break.